This zone continues to do nothing but aggravate. I am so glad we put it on custom and shut off cabin fever. Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark and our Tales from the Far Territory Astrid, who successfully managed to find a neat little spot to kill a moose out here by the, whatever this cabin's name is called here in the Forsaken Airfield. At the end of last episode, we managed to take care of a couple of things, given that Mother Nature has pretty much been doing nothing but this or glimmer fog every single day, it seems like. So again, it's just all about making sure you have a reasonable amount of calories to sit and pass time through lots of things. But both of those were little bitty pieces of junk. I'm glad I kind of grabbed a couple of those. I managed to cook most of the moose. I didn't really want to spend all night outside in the, well, just outside doing what we were doing, because I knew that was going to be a problem eventually. And I left my pot up here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. His hide is up here. His guts are in a pile. We're kind of accumulating a few things at this point to hopefully, I mean, the only reason I'm really just doing this is just so that I have a place that I know that should we need to come back eventually, we'll be able to come back to. But yes, cabin fever, we would have had it like 16 times over already by now, and understanding again where you are as far as being able to get rid of certain things. So we know that there's a cabin fever cave there that is fairly close to the main hangar. We know now that, well, we know that there's a bear cave here. There is no reason to go back to this one corner unless you really feel like going back there. There's an occasional, like, if you're insane enough to attempt to spawn here on a custom, there is a fairly good chance of getting a good coat in that cave, which is why I went back there to just see what was in there. As apparently there's a very, very, very good chance to get something to show up in this one. Drift Island, we've looked at the majority of it so far. We found the cave that for whatever reason didn't map right there, or maybe we didn't map it, whatever, but there's a cave right here, of course, plus all of this stuff down here, and a moose spawn. Today, I hope to make it to, I think this is called Mindful Cabin. I forget exactly what it's called, but I hope to make it over there so that we can do that vista. And then we're going to kind of work our way probably back down to the airfield, or at least back down to here through this section. And maybe what we may do is just keep going around, check out a couple of things over here, because there's some more stuff back here, plus a really neat little thing right over here on the end. That we can look at, and we may just do that when we come back in after we start working on Signal Void. But once again, I have hours I need to spend passing time because, well, Mother Nature wants to throw a blizzard at us, and I'm just not going to play her game. So I will see you all once that's all cleared up. For some odd reason, this cloth is moving inside a house. How are we doing on any of this? Now, again, we may come back and pick some of this stuff up later. I do know that there's a cache, or there's a possibility of a cache on this island for those of you playing the other thing, the other levels. As far as this level, I have no idea. I'm stocking up, again, a bunch of stuff in case we decide we need to come back and fix a few things, so we'll have plenty of stuff to do that with should we ever come back. Goal for this particular character is she's probably not going to come back to the airfield once we finish out Signal Void, because once we finish Signal Void, we're going to park her in the transitional zone, maybe, and go. But part of us going ahead and completing some of the other stuff with this is that we're likely going to go do a whole bunch of exploring in the lower Great Bear in order to be able to kind of get back caught up with where we should be with this character, because we haven't visited the plane crash. Not that I really care. I think the only reason why we're going to go to the plane crash is for a flare pistol. That's it. And any clothing that might have lived. We're going to end up having to think about seriously getting that going fairly soon, because we are day, where are we? 56. By about day 80, most everything up there will be kind of useless. So probably what we're going to do, and we're just going to do this for just a real quick thing. Probably what we're going to do is once we decide we're ready to leave here, once I'm happy with the little bitty mapping that we're going to do, we're going to go straight to Pleasant Valley and do the Pleasant Valley bunker. And then we're going to go straight to, so like in here, we have repair transmitter in Pleasant Valley. We're going to go straight to do this one so that we can then probably go straight to Ash Canyon, get the backpack, get the other crampons, like we're just going to run over to Ash Canyon, do that, go up, do Timberwolf Mountain, and then go do the rest of this stuff. Then we'll go to the, we'll come back, we'll do what we need to do as far as the rest of Signal Void is concerned, and then understand there are, I don't know if the map will show me. Map. There is a map that shows you where all the transmitters are, or at least the area that they show, and I guess we haven't really hit up anything as far as that happens. Interesting. Okay, anyhow, I was just kind of waiting for this to kind of happen as the weather, you know, as it stops snowing and all this kind of other fun things. It's still really freaking cold here. So we need to go over there. And I want to go ahead and pick as many of the cattails as we can around the local area. I'm going to leave a fair amount of them right here. Actually, I'm going to leave 2 more, so there's going to be 30 cattails right here. Not that I'm really worried about it. Again, we have plenty of food. We don't have a whole lot of water because I managed to not cook any of it, but that's fine. We'll be okay. Let's get off the mountain and get down to where we need to go as far as moving towards that cabin, because the rest of this area out here, there's only one other big thing, and I think it's right over there on that pond right there, plus a couple of little things, and then we're pretty much done with all the stuff that exists. So let's get moving. The moose being down again, it's a nice, now we have 2 locations. I hate to say it, now we have 2 locations that we can come to should we have a problem with glimmer fog and get us all screwed up and we can't see anything. And that's going to be amazing. So I did leave the majority of the moose down here just because I couldn't carry most of them up. And by the time it was already said and done, I couldn't see a stinking thing. So I cooked pretty hard all night and got most of it cooked, which is good. It's all harvested. It'll sit right there should we ever need to come cook some more of it, and it's fine. So we'll pick a few more of these up. And we'll just kind of do a bit of a zigzag across the lake. Might go over there, might not. I don't know. But let's grab a couple of steaks. And I get over the hill here. His legs all ended up in an interesting pile. This worked out really nice. This was up. I mean, the wind didn't really come up hardly at all, but it did work out really nice. How full are we now? Pick up 2 more. Perfect. So again, like I said, there's all kinds of cattails over here and all kinds of other things around, and
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You're going to be just fine. You're just going to start freezing is all. I guess well, I don't have any sticks. Let's go over here real quick. And just kind of look around.
It's too cold.
Over this little island. And I think I might save most of the mapping on this side for when we get to that cabin over there, because it blows out a big wide open area over here. So we'll just do it that way. Give me this. You poor soul. Sometimes there'll be another, somewhere out here, like maybe right over there. Yeah, I think that's it right there. There's a snow shelter right there, and then there'll be another snow shelter kind of out over here somewhere, but we're just going to kind of dance along this direction. I think I'm just going to leave that fishing hut for now. And yeah, we're just going to wait on the map until we get up there. We should be able to do before we get way too hypothermic, as long as a blizzard doesn't come up. I don't think there's anything right here. Again, it's mostly just this. It's just this big, wide open, nasty, boring area with nothing. Occasional deer. hopefully with no more silliness, we should be able to complete most of it today. And that's kind of where I want to be. Because I think in the next episode, regardless, we're going to start headed back towards all of the other bunkers in the lower Great Bear so that we can continue with Signal Void and get this going. Because I have a feeling, well, fairly soon, supposedly, they're going to be dropping the new next update, as we got in the devlog the other day, or the dev diary the other day. No more new added zones. Likely we're going to get more animals, which is cool. No mention of cats. I figure the cats are probably going to be the last thing they put in for this whole thing, and we probably won't see them for a while, but who knows? We'll find out. But we get to play with ptarmigans. We get to cook for whatever it's worth on that point. I looked at some of the stuff that they've already offered up as far as recipes, and it's probably going to be a lot of fun for you under interloper characters, and probably really tiresome for us. So we'll see. We shall see. I'm interested in the fishing. The fishing is probably going to be really cool. If the pictures are anything to show of what, you know, we might get, it looks like we're getting minorly automated fishing and the ability to dig a hole probably anywhere, which will be amazing. Granted, you're going to be out in the middle of nowhere, and the question on that one is like, well, if you're going to be able to dig a hole anywhere, so like maybe like this pond or maybe that lake, you know, maybe I could dig a fishing hole in over on this side, or there's a couple of ponds, like there's a pond here and there's a pond over there by that helicopter, and there's a pond over there. Well, that would make it kind of more fun to kind of do the stuff. So anyhow, we are headed, I guess I'm sitting here rambling again. We're headed over here. There's a road that kind of, you can see it right over there, and it wanders up this hill and goes around and goes up to this cabin. As far as I know, unless you carry a rope with you to get up there, that's the easiest way to get to this cabin. And you can follow this road. We're kind of back to doing that thing we did a couple episodes ago about learning where things are. If you can find this road, one end of it ends up here, the other end of it ends up at the crossing over there when we're coming in by that pickup, and you can either go out from there or you can go down into the airfield. So if you can find this road, you're generally probably not going to get very lost. But yeah. And I probably should have warmed some teas, but whatever. No big deal. We're going to be up here at this one for a little bit. Put her on auto walk and take a walk up the hill. We'll be able to get up here and see about whether or not the other bear is available too. Yeah, that other character I had, I'm pretty sure I spent somewhere in the neighborhood of like 40 to 50 days in this zone. And that was over several runs, like several tries. It seemed like no matter what I was doing, there just wasn't enough wildlife spawn to keep my kind of play style alive long enough. The heck is that? Oh, it's a wolf coming to say hi. Are you hungry, buddy? Why don't you follow me up the road? Oh, and you're going to be scared. Fine. Well, we'll probably see you in a little bit, because we're going to go up there in a little bit, once we get this done. But I don't know, I kept feeling like I was just being forced out, no matter what I was trying to do with that other character. She just could not stay long enough, because it was consistently just throwing the cabin fever. The cabin fever was the worst part, was because you just couldn't get away from the nasty that this zone is. That it finally just was like, go, leave, go somewhere. And then unfortunately the transfer zone, there's no food in it, so you have to walk all the way back to Broken Railroad. So it's just, I don't know, it's fun. It's definitely a challenge. And it's a very beautiful area. But it really, and I mean really, could do with some more animals. At least for, you know, interlopers. And hell, long run characters on lower game levels. You're going to bring a lot of food in here one time. You're going to eat all the food up, and then you're going to leave, and then you're going to come back and you think, well, you think I'm going to come back? Well, you're not going to have any food when you come back. You know, 300 days on a stalker, you probably would have eaten all the food or the easy to get to food from here. Although, you know, if you're not cooking, you're not gaining your cooking skill to get to the point where you can eat all that rotten food you've been accumulating, so you're going to start hunting eventually. But whatever. Let's get up to this cabin. And we'll go plunk, 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 plunk right outside. Thank you. Mindful cabin. Nice. Go inside, sir. Sir, ma'am, whatever. You, warm up. Do it again. Okay, stop. And right here, you can do this. All right. So that blew open a whole bunch of the area we were just at. It got the fishing hut, and it got the island cottage, but for whatever reason, it did not get mindful cabin. I'm not really, again, concerned about it. I just mainly want to be able to kind of make a map that we can see. So the other vista right here will blow up this portion of it, so we should be able to see most of everything once we get there. So very cool, very nice. Let's go inside and check out mindful cabin. Starting with the box, it's right here at the front. Don't want it. We'll do everything on the bottom floor. Do we have any? Did you give me charcoal? Thank you. What do we got in the drawers? Put that thing away before you try to... Whatever. Oh, there's a pot.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, God. Yeah, actually. Yeah, I hate to say it. I really want that back at the airfield. Dusty dog food. Anything down here? Ketchup chips. And something that I'm pretty sure some of y'all have passed over. That. The reason why this was important, because in the very beginning, on day 0, you could get a revolver on Interloper behind this. And as far as anybody starting a stalker and lower game, this is a good location for a revolver. But in here, you get this. Poppy always talked about the beauty out here, and after a few weeks in this survey, I can see that. It cost him a lot, all of this endless sky. Still haven't reached the mine yet. My own work keeps getting in the way. He always said they were the one group that you could never refuse, that company. You'd never work again. But he got sick, and all I've found out here are the bones and whispers of a dead company. Even the name seems forgotten. No sense to it yet. Neat. Let's go upstairs. I don't think there's going to be anything else up here, not even some clothing. Lots of cloth, lots of stuff, lots of goodness. And probably getting pretty close to us to time to take a nap. Let's go see if we can get this cabin to map. It probably won't. Okay, got it. All right, nice. And as you can see, this road just does this wiggle woggle all the way around over here. It goes to the other side of the river, which is interesting. It kind of stays like this and then comes clear the heck down here somewhere and then goes back into the airfield. So, whatever. We have another blizzard. Thank you. I guess we'll spend some time doing the stuff and the things. A minute there, I thought we were going to get another all-day blizzard. Let's just go ahead and sleep, Can I sleep? Can I sleep? Drink some water. Let's just go ahead and sleep that back up, and hopefully that'll work. But we're going to be probably doing a fair amount of running today because I want to get back to the airfield. Between here and where we're going to be, there is no general safe area for you to... And I thought sun might even be up. We might be able to warm up. Hey, look at that. Cool. Let's pop a real quick fire, and we can make some warming teas, I suppose. We're going to go kind of, again, around the outside of this area over here because there's one more location I want to go find and possibly locate the bear on this side if he's there. And then we'll probably dive over to Final Approach, which we found with the map of the Vista just a little bit ago. I don't have any torches. Do I? Take torch. That moose kind of messed me up. I ended up having to do a few things. So we'll go ahead and grab some torches and go inside. And actually, while you're at it, grab one of those and eat it. We'll leave that moose meat sitting right here. Again, for a future Astrid, should she ever need it. We'll light a fire in this one. Please. And then we'll warm teas in front of it. Maybe. Because we got a long way to go, and I'd really like to stay kind of warm for a little bit. It's a really long way from the airfield, from where we are right now, to the airfield. Can you? This one has a bad hitbox, too. Now, let's see. That one, drop. And drop 2 full teas for right now. And give me that short one. Just put it out. All right. Yeah, that stove's got a really crappy hitbox. Like there's something in the way and you got to work around it. All right, warming up. That should be a full warm-up bonus. All right, go. Now, there is a ledge up here that you can go all the way to the end. There's a few more cattails up there. There's also a spot to put a rope down over on that side, kind of way over in the corner. And there's a bunch of area behind us back here that, again, if you want to explore, there's not a whole lot back there. We're going to go back down the road, kind of back around where we saw the thing over, well, saw the wolf, and go over here. But yeah, there's just a bunch of sticks pretty much behind us. I guess I'm just going to go this way and kind of shortcut it. I want to go over there and collect lots and lots and lots of sticks. Because from here on out, there's going to be one stop where we're going to have a safe location. Maybe. We want to stay up on top and go kind of that direction. And I found this because of this wolf. Wherever he be. Maybe he'll provide us lunch. And we can for sure just pick every stick we can find because we don't have any coal. And I'm hoping, actually, very shortly we'll have a little bit more. We have coal, I just don't have a lot. Wow, that warm-up's working nice. Oh, it's the middle of the day. Good deal. That's why it's working nice. Hopefully we can get there before we lose this one. Oh, there he is. I mean, I guess you can get up from right there. Hi, bud. We need to get back to the airfield because this thing's getting a little low on durability. Yeah, I want you to kind of go that way. That'd be great. In case we have to go camping over here, that would be wonderful. Not that I think he's going to come bother us. But let's go see. We got a long way to go, once again. Because if I burn this out, we still have a nice sunny day, so no too big deal there. Probably should drink a tea. But I think I'm just gonna hold off, as warm as it is today. A minute. I know where I'm going. Stick. Hoping for some candy back here, so you can run. Kind of an interesting feature right over here that looks rather interesting. Nice big mountain behind it, but if you keep going, you drop down into a hole. It makes another cave. I guess just get inside, light a fire. And more coal. Go. And then we can explore it.
Come on, little fire.
Nice. Just as it went out, too. Beautiful. Put a little bit of fire on that. We'll go ahead and drop a few of these and warm them back up. Oh, I'll take that. No. Bit. It's good. God dang it. Come here. Go over there. And I think we actually have some food that we could cook while we're at it. I think I'll even drop that thing. Where is it? You go over there and let's look around. So we got piece of coal, piece of coal, piece of coal, piece of coal. That's worth it just all the way around coming over here. Fire in the back of the cave. Nothing on it other than that. And a corpse, another piece of coal. Nice. And one green flare. Why is that important, you ask? Well, again, if you're crazy and you want to be an interloper and you want to spawn in this zone and you happen to spawn on this side, that's likely going to be your first fire starter. But let's get moving a little bit more. Looks like it's nice and bright and sunshiny. Oh yeah, I need to, what time is it? You guys won't burn. That won't burn. Maybe. You're all warm and okay. Oh, crap. Put one more stick on that just so we're, fine. Map. Alright. Eat it. Grab your torch. A torch. Doesn't matter. Put some more wood on that fire, get some more torches. We got a long walk. And if she wants to be nice to us today, we're gonna
I wonder if I can drop any of
use that. Thank you. All right. Hopefully the wind will kind of be nice to us for a little bit. Probably not, though. Just waiting for it to blow my torch out at this point. There it is. Get out of the wind over here, please. Yes, map. All right, neat. Just eat that. I don't care. Just get it out of your life. Good. Okay. So yeah, just a big kind of a flat shelf up here. As far as I know, that is the only thing up here, and you don't necessarily have to go down with the way you came in because there is a couple of ponds right over here. There's not a whole heck of a lot right in here right now. There is some more stuff on over there, which I think we'll probably catch up when we come in from doing the rest of Signal. Can I get back up on the snowbank? But there should be a bear cave like right under us, I thought. Yeah, he's right over there. I think his house is like right here, or it's like right there or right here somewhere. But let's get off this hill and start headed towards final approach. Just gonna be long, slow, and arduous because of the fact it's blowing like crazy. Once again. Yeah, I think his cave is like right there. It's somewhere right along this wall. And he goes out and he wanders around and he comes back. I think that's where we're going to kind of just walk our way towards, is the helicopter that's out here in the middle. Straight into the wind, because that's how the game wants us to play. See if I can get to a point I can see his cave. Yeah, I think it's right there. So he's kind of another one of those bears. He will, I think you could probably get that one, him right there. He'll go clear out of the road, clear over to there, and I've seen him out here, I think, on the ice at times too. I think you could get him to go clear up to that cabin if you really, really, really had the want. And the patience. But As far as all of this, it's pretty much just dead territory. There's not much back here other than just like a couple of little ponds that I don't even think have,
Starting to feel numb.
I don't think there's any cattails back here. I mean, what we'll do is when we come back through into when we do the other thing, we'll be on that wall up there. And so what we'll do is we'll probably do all of this and then go back this direction. I know that'll probably kind of make a pain for us, but whatever. Do I still have anything warm? Should I press the right button, please? Nope. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to kind of just slow crawl, put her on auto, and going right over there.
Just cold. Only down for a minute.
Alrighty, there it is. We're going to do a little bit of investigation around this pond as well because there's some things that I kind of want to show, but there's final approach. Nice. And a distress pistol. Yay! Tell me there's some stuff here, please. Nope, I didn't want that. Put this away. Cool. No, other thing. That. Put the one flare you've got in it. Thank God. Finally. Not that that's really going to help, but anyhow. I'd love it if there was some more in here. That'd be absolutely beautiful. I think that's one of the biggest changes that I don't care for about what they did for us interlopers. It's that they made those things, well, there's not a guaranteed number for them anymore. So we'll search all the boxes, search all the things, but as far as I am totally aware, flare shells are not a guaranteed thing for an interloper anymore. Whereas it used to be, you could get 12, and now I think the most I've seen so far since the update that has not been, well, that wasn't, you know, glitched out like my other one. My other one had 16. 6 or 5 is something I think the number is, and that's the most because it's another one of those kind of things that it exists with them doing silly stuff. Anyhow, we are right here. This pond is important for y'all to know about. Of course, there's this hunter's blind over here that I think we'll probably ignore for the time being. If you end up being out here in the middle of a glimmer fog, this pond is very good for you to know where it is, or fog, or a blizzard, or whatever, because you're always looking for a place that's reasonably safe to get out of the weather and out of the wind if something happens and you don't know where you are. As you can see, final approach is kind of pointed that direction. If you look at the tail on it, on the back of it, it kind of goes over there, which would get you to the end of the runway. The end of the runway is like right over there, kind of somewhere right around in there. So if you just figured out a way to get lined up with the tail end of that helicopter and get all the way through all of that crap, you'll end up walking straight into the end of the airfield. The thing about this pond is, again, if you look at it, this pond is right here. When I first came in here, I got onto this pond and a fog blew up. And I walked this road all the way down, all the way around, and all the way back over to here in the fog. Lost absolutely, completely, because it's just the way that it worked. One thing that I can say, and again, if you're lost and you're on this thing and a glimmer fog blows up, this pile of rocks right here is very interesting. And again, it's even signified by a couple of these. So we'll pick them. The reason why this pile of rocks is really interesting is because there's not quite a cave here, but there's a shelter that has a fire in it. And if you go all the way down to the bottom down here, and you put a fire right there, it can't get blown out at all, period. Actually, I think anywhere down in this line down here in this shelter area, you can light a fire and it won't get blown out. I have a feeling this one that's placed here, given the height at which this is, it could possibly get blown out. But again, it's another one of those magic things that what the heck? Yeah, see, it's too windy to start a fire right there because the wind's blowing right straight down on us. But if we come down here, Right there. Do it again. Nothing can touch that fire.
Come on, little fire.
I know this because I sat through a blizzard here. But I guess we're here and we have time. We're not that far from the airfield. I'm going to plunk 1 coal on this and I'm going to put a pot down. And how much water do we own? We have a little bit. We'll make a little bit of water. Sure. And I'll take that little bit and make a fresh tea. And craft one. And we'll move here in a little bit. No, it's really funny because I can't even, that's all the closer I can get to that, but you can put a bedroll down like right here, no problem, and sleep. So yeah, it's a neat, cozy little hole that they did that with. So awesome.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
It's going to get even worse here in a second, darling. Wind stop, or is it just being stupid out here? Okay. Alright, hypothermia is clear. We'll pull the torches and we'll drink one of those teas, and then we're going to walk to the airfield where we should be able to live comfortably for a couple of days, having mapped the majority of what I wanted to map. That's a small one. We'll drink a small one down and pick all that up. Let's get out of this little corner. I want to get out of here before glimmer fog or a blizzard or something pops up. Yeah, it already blew our torch out. Nice. Okay, and we have how many now? Whoop, wrong one. This one. That one. 25. Pick cattails. At least on one side of this. And like, this pond is another one of those places. It's got a ton of them. Man, it's cold out here today. Yep, it's cold. We're gonna need travel food. By travel food, I mean we're leaving in the next episode. We've done all that I wanted to do here for the most part. We've seen what I wanted to see and shown what I wanted to show. I'll probably catch a map right here really close. Although again, like, we're gonna pop another vista at the beginning of next episode just to see what else is going on. And again, there's a couple other little places I want to find, maybe. We might go do them before we leave. There's another cave that's over there somewhere that I want to go find too. Because when we come back, I want to do this one wall. When we come back, we're gonna do that wall over there. There's a neat little thing up there that I want to go do, and I want to spend some time doing it, which means we're gonna map the road coming in when we get back. And then I might get really, really bored and just try to map as much of this area as we can. Do we have another short one we can get rid of? Go ahead and just get rid of that one. That helped a little. Of course, yeah, all right, good. One more little place to map. Which is right up here. Yeah, you're cold, I know. You chitter and you whine about how cold it is. Trust me, we're on vacation right now. Actually, no, we're working. We're getting ready to go on vacation here in just a little bit. Can I get up right here? No, I'm gonna have to go all the way around. Fine. Awful zone.
Jesus, this is cold.
Oh, you're fine. We can at least see the thing this time. Let's go up here and map this little thing. Is anything here? I mean, this would be in a nice little place if they'd have just left whatever this was in. I mean, even if it was just like, you know, I'm kind of thinking this one might have been a modified version of, well, it's over here, so I don't know, maybe it's not a modified version of what the what Timberwolf Mountains Mountaineer's hut looks like. But no charcoal. We got charcoal. Nice. Well, since you're here, map. All right, Surveyor's Memory, and then we're just gonna walk straight from here. Like I said, as you can see, the road goes over there. The road goes all the way over here, all the way back out to the beginning, and then comes back down into the airport. That's the big spooky thing, that once you get over here, learn what direction you need to go, and actually, whether I'm here or not, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna place a single stick for a future frogman. Right there, because it's just quicker to go this way. We still haven't hit an aurora. I love it. We've had like 16 glimmer fogs and one aurora. Yes, and again, I should say, hate to say it, there are other things that we could go look at, and honestly, I don't really find the need for them. But there are a couple other little cool things you can kind of play around with. There's, again, we're going to do that side of the map once we get over here, and I'm looking forward to popping that. The reason why that's also important is that snowbank you can walk up it. Careful. I think I walked up this one. Yep. And there you are. Now, like I said, that road goes all the way over there and all the way back. But I think it's time. Let's go run over here. I forget if I left anything important in this trailer. I still think this is probably one of the better places to base, because you can put a fire right here and it's kind of somewhat protected from every corner. I mean, I think you can actually get one in there possibly if you work at it. Let's go in here real quick. We're going to check around. Probably leave a few things alone, or leave a few things behind. Forget what I left, if I left anything at all. I didn't search that. I know that for a fact. There we go. One bandage. And you know what, dude? Let me, how full is this other one? I'm going to save that one for right now. Nope. Fill. Not like I don't have a million torches as it is, but do that real quick. I don't think we left anything in here. No, we left everything over at the hangar, so I'm going to leave this behind because I don't want it. It's a good place for it. I would have hauled it to the fishing hut, but that's fine. Let's grab that and go outdoors. Get over to the hangar. Or are you going to do the thing tonight? If you do the thing tonight, sure. Not that I'm going to go looking for any more of them. But we need to get over to this other area. I need to sit down and make a bunch of arrows. And I need to go ahead and craft our bow because the next available crafting table
Never felt so cold.
from this one going out is going to be in Broken Railroad. We never bothered to hunt the bunnies. Did I drop anything in here? I can't remember where I put all the guts. Got bottles of water here. How much water we got? We got plenty. I'll leave all that sit. I don't think we left anything sitting right here. No. Okay. Now I have to remember what I did because, you know, I didn't write it down, and that's a really bad habit, but whatever.
Damn, I'm freezing.
I think I dropped it all in here, correct? Got leftover clothing. What I did with that stuff. I thought I harvested and put those things down, but whatever. Okay, no big deal. Let's get over to the hangar. Where we will sort inventory,
Freezing.
get light. And get ready for the next one. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it right there. This one's going to sit down and do a little bit of inventory management. We're going to find all of our stuff. I will go ahead in between episodes and craft up all the little parts, pieces that we need. I might even go ahead and cook up the stuff that we have that we need, and we're going to have to make sure we collect everything up because like I do have an awful lot of this still that I could cook down and put into small pieces. And of course, probably what we'll do, given how much this weighs, it's another one of those things. It might just be worth me sitting down and crafting a whole bunch of stuff up right before we leave and getting things ready to go. But I think for right now, she's gonna go downstairs and sleep, heal up, craft a whole bunch of things, and we will be leaving in the next one. So, till then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see ya.